But maybe that not y'all know, but the one besides Keish that I always talk about, and every time I see him, I tell him thank you, because it wasn't like we was enemies, or we didn't hang out together. Was 50 Cent, Mr. Curtis Jackson.
Wow.
Y'all, what is going on with Remy Ma, Papoose, and Clarissa Shields?
This is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Y'all wanna know what really gets on my nerves, that grinds my gears, grinds them so bad, is that when y'all think I give it, listen to me, I do not give a
50 Cent out here doing what he does best, stirring the pot between Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields, and trust he playing the role of instigator to perfection, while Remy and Clarissa keep throwing jabs, Papoose getting pulled right into the madness. Meanwhile, 50 got his usual slick talk going, but for real, what's the real tea behind all this? Let's get into it and break this all the way down, because this story is straight up crazy. It all popped off when 50 took to Instagram with a wild message directed right at Clarissa Shields. Now she is a decorated boxer, but somehow she caught up in all this drama, and in true 50 fashion, he came through with a slick warning telling Clarissa to keep it online and not even think about stepping into Remy in real life. He wrote, "Whatever you do, don't fight her. She will get the blick champ." Now y'all already know 50 don't hold back. He straight up brought up Remy's infamous 2007 case, the one that had her sitting down for a minute after pulling the trigger. So when 50 said Remy might get the blick, he wasn't just talking reckless. Remy Ma wasn't about to let that slide. She fired right back, and from there the whole situation just went left. So let's get into the real tea that got everybody talking. Remy hit up Instagram and dropped some so-called text messages between Papoose and his rumored new Boo World champion boxer Clarissa Shields. And listen, y'all, the messages straight up messy.
Y'all, what is going on with Remy Ma, Papoose, and Clarissa Shields? I woke up this morning and I saw that Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields are going back and forth on Instagram. And then I guess Remy Ma caught Papoose and Clarissa on the phone falling asleep together and stuff like that.
In the messages, Clarissa was sounding real fed up, supposedly texting, "You are the one who is married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safe." But hold up, this where it gets even juicier. Remy ain't just dropping the text. Nah, sis had to add her own little seasoning. She threw in a caption that had everybody side-eyeing and talking. Papoose, "Dumma fell asleep on the phone with Clarissa Shields, laying in my house. He refuses to leave this bee, was supposed to be a world champion boxer, and her scary hung up as soon as she heard my voice. Now, I'm telling everything, oh, and baby girl, you're not." The only one, yeah, Remy came out swinging, but she wasn't finished yet. She took to her Instagram stories and straight up called Clarissa out, saying she was out here pushing fake narratives to make her look bad while trying to paint Papoose like some kind of hero. Remy wrote, "This lady knows Clarissa Shields, and that Saria publicity team has been putting out fake stories on me every day to make me look bad. And he looks like God's gift. For too long, I begged at Papoose to put out something to stop the narrative, and he kept telling me just stay quiet, that's the best thing to do. Well, I'm tired, and here's the knockout punch. Oh, and he said he would never, you cause you ugly, but don't worry, I saw everything. Now the world is going to see it. Since you were so tough, boo." But Clarissa wasn't about to just sit there and take that nah. She clapped back quick, firing off a response that said, "How a woman with 2 boyfriends mad at a man that has a girlfriend?" I remind her, if I ain't the only one, why the hell are you tagging me? Of course, Remy wasn't letting that slide. She clapped back yet again, making it real clear that she ain't out here juggling boyfriends. She wrote, "Hey Miss Shields, I'm a 1-boyfriend woman, the same way I was a 1-husband woman, and I'm a good woman at that, hence why MFS won't just go." Then she doubled down and threw even more shade at Clarissa, saying, "Oh, and he's never going to buy you anything cause he thinks he's the prize. He's a taker, not a giver. Plus, I'm the one with the bag. Lol, please stop playing with me, cause I'm not the enemy you want." If that wasn't enough, Remy kept it pushing, saying she ain't even mad. Then to top it off, she added, "I'm not even mad, actually, I'm very happy, and that's why your boyfriend is mad. Oh, and I know you said you feel stupid, but you look stupid too now." While Remy and Clarissa were busy going back and forth, Papoose decided it was time to step in and clear the air. Well, at least from his side of things, he claimed Remy was just mad at that he finally moved on, and he's asked for a divorce numerous times. Papoose didn't hold back. He made it real clear that he's done with all the back and forth, But what really had folks side-eyeing was his claim that Remy is out here twisting the story. He hinted that she's just bitter cause he ain't sticking around no more, and that's when things took a darker turn. Remy fired back, claiming that Papoose has threatened to call the cops on her before, and she even accused him of getting physical. She wasn't just talking either. She straight up said she got audio receipts to prove it, and just when we thought this drama couldn't get any messier, Pap flipped the whole script. He hit social media and put Remy on blast, saying she was the one stepping out and that he's been trying to divorce her for months.
To spread that Remy was dealing with a battle rapper named Eazy The Block Captain, and at one of the events, because she has this battle rap league, Chrome 23, and she hosts these rap battles, and at one of the rap battles, allegedly she was hugged up with battle rapper Eazy Block the Cap.
He didn't stop there. Not Pap went all the way and straight up accused Remy of cozying up with battle rapper Eazy The Block Captain during Christmas 2023, and y'all, he did not hold back. He called her out as a narcissist and made it real clear that he was done keeping quiet. His caption read, "While I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy was now that I finally moved on. She's angry and making up lies, and Pap still wasn't finished." He came with even more heat, claiming that Remy straight up begged him to lie about putting hands on Eazy. Yep, you heard that right. Apparently Pap knocked Eazy out and Remy wanted to keep it hush-hush. He added, "I still got messages from her begging me to lie about the knockout, but who cares?" He didn't throw one punch back. That turned super soft for Papoose. This whole situation got to feel like the ultimate betrayal. Let's not forget this man held Remy all the way down during some of her roughest years. While she was locked up, Pap was out here being a real one, standing by her side, taking care of her son, visiting her on the regular, and showing the whole world what it really means to ride or die.
So now we know Remy and Papoose as black love couples. We've been knowing that for years. Pap held Remy down while she served 6 years in prison. She ain't had nothing to worry about because he held everything down, from her son to the home and everything. When she came home, everything was cool. After that, things got a little rocky. Last year, rumors started.
They were the blueprint for black love, a power couple folks truly respected, especially when Remy came home and they picked up like she never left. People had mad love for Papoose, holding it down for 6 long years, staying 10 toes down, and making sure Remy had all the support she needed to get back in the game.
There was like a light bulb moment when it went off over my head, like, oh my God, he's the one. But I did notice that he was different from, other guys.
At one point, they were the definition of black love, a power couple folks truly looked up to, especially after Remy came home and they picked up like she never left. People had nothing but respect for Papoose, holding it down for 6 long years, staying solid, and making sure Remy had everything she needed to get her life back on track.
So, I got one of them here tonight for you.
What is it?
Happy birthday.
But now, man, this right here, Papoose finding out the woman he stayed solid for all these years was allegedly cozied up with Eazy The Block Captain on Christmas. That had to be different. And to top it off now, Remy out here bitter cause Papoose done possibly moved on with a younger chick. That's like pouring salt straight into an open wound for Papoose. It's probably feeling like everything he built with Remy just crumbled overnight, from being the gold standard of loyalty and black love to having their business dragged all over the internet. Yeah, this definitely ain't the fairy tale ending folks thought they'd have.
What really happened?
What do you mean?
Like, what really put you there? What really?
It really was an accident that happened. I was out.
But she can't really talk about it in details.
But I can, not in details, but I can pretty much say I was out with people like that are not.
Now this is where Clarissa Shields steps in like hold my gloves. Instead of just throwing shade online, sis took it to a whole new level. She straight up challenged Remy to a fight. With all the audacity in a string of fiery posts, Clarissa told Remy to pull up and settle this in the ring for real. And she wasn't just running her mouth either. She flipped the whole beef into a promo move for her upcoming fight on February 2nd, 2025 in Flint, Michigan. Clarissa came through like Clarissa Shields versus real Remy Ma. Second come get you a whooped crash out. She even slid in a promo for her Christmas Day movie. The fire inside sis really out here turning beef into business now. That's a different level of hustle. And let's keep it a buck, only Clarissa Shields could pull off a move like this, but Remy O. She wasn't backing down either. She kept trading shots with the boxing champ, standing 10 toes in the mess. Meanwhile, while Remy and Clarissa were throwing digital punches, Papoose was just chilling, watching the drama unfold with a cool but low-key shady vibe. Fans couldn't help but peep how unbothered He seemed like he had already seen this whole thing coming from a mile away. Some folks think Papoose is just sitting back, letting all this play out as his way of finally closing the book on Remy. Others swear he's low-key enjoying the attention, knowing the internet got his back after all the accusations. Either way, one thing's for sure, Papoose ain't playing nice. No more now, let's keep it a buck. Remy Ma's past ain't exactly spotless. 50 Cent ain't pull this out of nowhere. I mean, Remy has been about that action before, and that history is exactly why Fifth is giving this whole situation the side eye, calling it a setup from the jump. If you ain't hip, back in 2007, Ray's whole life took a sharp left when things got real outside a Manhattan nightclub. The fallout, it was over $3,000 that Remy swore got swiped from her purse. What started as a dispute with her former friend, Makita Barnes Joseph, turned into something way more serious. Makita ended up shot in the torso. Remy insisted it was an accident, but the prosecutors weren't trying to hear it. By 2008, she got hit with charges for illegal weapon possession and attempted coercion. The judge wasn't playing either. She got sentenced to 8 years behind bars. But through it all, Remy never stopped saying she was innocent.
It was court.
During her sit-down on the Wendy Williams show, Remy spoke on the situation, making it clear where she stood. She said, "I didn't shoot anyone." Do y'all really think every time the DA, the judge, the jury got it right every single time? Number, they didn't fast forward to 2014 and Remy walked out after doing 6 years at Bedford Hills Correctional Facility for Women in New York. And let's be real, being locked up that long could have thrown anybody off, but not Remy. Sis came back swinging, snatched her spot in hip-hop like she never left, but she's never shied away from talking about how prison changed her. She told The Fader, "Almost a decade of my life was consumed by the prison system of the past 15 years. As a rapper, I've spent most of that time in prison as opposed to the free world." Remy also got real about how those experiences still sit heavy on her. She said she'll never forget what she went through or the people she had to leave behind.
Okay, now Remy Ma, she has bailed out of jail. She actually is saying, and I'm gonna tell you the whole story. She was in custody because she allegedly punched Brittany Taylor at the concert that went down for Pretty Lou.
This ain't just about that 2007 situation. Remy's temper has been getting her caught up more than once. Let's not act like 2019 didn't happen. That year, she got taken into custody in NYC after Love and hip-hop star Brittany Taylor accused her of putting hands on her during a benefit concert. Word is things got real tense in the green room at Irving Plaza. They were exchanging words, and next thing you know, Brittany ended up with an injury to her. But Brittany wasn't about to let this slide either. Sis went straight to the authorities, got herself checked into a hospital, and even told the police to lock down all the surveillance footage from that night. She was reportedly gearing up to hit Remy with a civil lawsuit, and Remy, she didn't just shake this one off, she actually turned herself, and the cops booked her on a misdemeanor charge. And while she stood 10 toes down on her innocence, this whole mess just added another chapter to her already fiery track record. So looking at all this, Claressa Shields might want to think twice before throwing any more jabs, whether in the ring or online. Cause one thing about Remy, she ain't never been one to back down from a fight, and her history speaks for itself. Now Claressa might have them hands, but Remy, she stays with the point to prove, and she's not the one to test. So when 50 Cent slid in with his 2 cents about this whole back and forth, it wasn't just him being petty, he was connecting the dots. Fifth knows Ray's past, and let's keep it real, it ain't exactly a reach to think she might make a move if things really pop off. He even threw in a slick joke referencing her past and that 2007 situation. Now whether he was just trolling or sending a low-key warning, one thing's for sure, 50's comments definitely struck a nerve. Some folks are writing for him saying, "Man, that's just 50 being 50." While others feel like he crossed the line by digging up old wounds. But no matter how you look at it, Ray's past adds a whole different layer to this drama, making it feel a little darker. And with Claressa still out here calling Remy's name, Papoose dropping all the tea, and 50 keeping the internet entertained, yeah, this saga is far from over. Will Remy step up and take that fight? Will Papoose come through with even more receipts? You already know, we got you all covered with all the updates. If you thought this was crazy, just wait till you see what's next. So go ahead, drop a like, smash that subscribe button, and stay locked in, cuz we are bringing you all the drama straight from the streets. And don't forget to tap that next video on the end screen. Trust me, you don't want to miss.